Welcome back, brave souls. Tonight, we'll explore the dark tale of a seemingly innocent purchase that led to unimaginable terror. Our story begins in a quaint little bookstore, the kind you'd find tucked away in a forgotten corner of the city. It was here that Emily, an avid collector of antiques, stumbled upon a diary, one that was never meant to be found. This is the story of the cursed diary and the horrors it unleashed. Emily had always been fascinated by history, particularly objects with a past. So when she found an old, leather-bound diary hidden away on a dusty shelf, she couldn't resist. The book was worn, its pages yellowed with age, but it had a certain charm, a sense of mystery. Without a second thought, she purchased it, unaware of the dark secrets it held. That night, Emily eagerly began to read. The diary belonged to a young woman named Eliza, who had lived over a century ago. Her entries started out innocently enough, mundane details of daily life, the joys and sorrows of a bygone era. But as Emily turned the pages, the tone began to shift. Eliza wrote of strange occurrences, of shadows that moved on their own, and of whispers that filled her mind. As the night wore on, Emily found herself unable to put the diary down. Eliza's life seemed to unravel before her eyes, her entries becoming more frantic, more desperate. She wrote of being followed by an unseen presence, of doors slamming shut on their own, and of dreams filled with dark, terrifying images. And then, the diary ended abruptly, with a final chilling entry. "It's here. I can hear it. It's coming for me." Emily closed the diary, a shiver running down her spine. The room around her felt different, darker, colder, as if something had changed. She tried to shake off the feeling, telling herself it was just the power of suggestion. But as the clock struck midnight, she began to hear it. The faint sound of whispering, barely audible but unmistakable, coming from the diary. The shadows in the room seemed to come alive, stretching and twisting as the whispering intensified. Emily clutched her head, trying to block out the sound, but it was no use. The whispers were inside her mind now, filling her with fear and despair. The diary was cursed, and it had chosen her as its next victim. Desperate to rid herself of the cursed object, Emily rushed to the fireplace and tried to burn the diary. But the flames flickered and died, the book refusing to catch fire. No matter what she did, the diary remained intact, its whispers growing ever louder, driving her to the brink of madness. In the end, the whispers overwhelmed her. Emily collapsed to the floor, her mind unraveling under the relentless assault. The diary had consumed her, just as it had Eliza all those years ago. The last thing she heard before the darkness claimed her was a final, mocking whisper. "You're mine now." The next morning, the bookstore owner found the diary lying on the floor, its pages open to that final, chilling entry. Emily was never seen again, and the diary was placed back on the shelf, waiting for its next victim. So, if you ever come across an old, forgotten book that seems to call out to you, be careful. Some stories are better left unread. Thank you for joining me on this dark journey. If this tale left you with chills, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more spine-tingling stories. I'll be back tomorrow with another haunting tale that will keep you awake at night. Until then, beware of the whispers from the past.